Hi, it's Ed from Computer Science. Today we're doing Lesson 7 File I/O. I've already made a file, lesson7.py, in my Thonny. You can do the same thing. And then I go Lesson 7, and I put my file name. And I say File I/O, which means input output. Okay, and then 3 double quotes. Wow. Okay, so first time I did this, I was reading from a file, but I didn't have any files. So now we teach writing to files. So that makes sense. And this one's a lot of copy paste. So write to files. First thing we're going to do, write lines to file. So very important we put the comment, and very important that we also put the print statements. And then when we copy and pasting, it's much easier for us. And also the print statements tell us what the output's supposed to be. Okay, so let's make the file the right file. That's the first thing we have to do. Okay, so let's do that now. F equals open. Give a file name. So I'm using single quote here, notice. Test.txt. And I put a little W here. And the W means write. Okay, and then we can start writing some lines. F.write. I like Python. Okay, that's one I.write. I'm sure there's some more we can have. F.write. I like homework. Oh, I'm using double quotes again. Oh, I guess that's okay. And what other things we like? I'm sure I like school. Let's copy and paste now. Okay, copy that one. Whoa. I like school. So all the things I like. Now, we need some slash ends here. That's the end of the line. So if we don't put the end of the line, we don't get end of the line. Whoa. You have to close the file. If you don't close the file, you don't get any output. Sometimes you do, but mainly you should always close your files. Okay, we can run this one now. Spelling okay, so go run current script. Okay. Right lines to files, so those are files. So we cannot, well, we could look at the file if you wanted to. Go file, open, all files. There it is, test.txt, click on it. There it is, I like Python, I like homework, I, so these are the new lines, right? So if we didn't put a slash n, you wouldn't get these new lines. So now that we wrote to the file, the next thing we have to do is read from the file. So there's three ways to do it. We can just do it. I guess we can do all three ways. So this part we can copy because it's basically the same thing over again. So we're going to copy that. It'd be read lines from file. Read lines from file. Okay. All these spelling mistakes. Read lines from file. Instead of W, it's got to be an R. So we put a little R here. We have to use the same file name because if we don't, then we will not be able to read the file in error. So that we can read all the lines at once. We go lines equals f dot read lines. And I always need the round bracket. I was not going to call the function. It's going to just I guess go to the function, and we can print the lines. So it's going to be a list of lines. Yeah, you can put a little comment here if you want. List of lines. And you better close the file. So f.close. And we can run this one and see our lines. There they are. I like Python. I like homework. I like school. Okay, so most people like printing the lines one by one. So we can do that in a for loop or a while loop, doesn't matter. Okay. So this will be method 2. Read lines one by one. So basically the same thing. We just copy all this stuff. I told you it'd be a copy paste day. So everything's the same. We read the lines from the file. We can put one by one here. One by one. And instead of this f.read lines, we can make it into a for loop. For line in. So the in operators really used a lot. It's so things need to know in Python, the in, the str, the len. And instead of printing all the lines, we're just going to print line by line. So we indent this line, where this one is not indented, because we want to close it. Okay, we run this one now. So we got extra lines here. Why? Because the print puts a line, and this guy has lines, new lines. So we can say dot strip here, and then it will take all the slash n's away. You will see. See, they're all gone now. Okay, so it's method 2 to read the lines. Oh, the other method is just using a while loop. Okay, so let's copy this stuff again. Read lines one by one using a while loop. Okay, using a while loop. Okay, using a while loop. So open the file and we read the first line. Line equals f dot read line. F dot read line. So this reads line by line. They also just have a read where you can read character by character, but it's a little too much work. And you put a while here, while line. Right, so if we have a line, we will just go inside the while loop. And then we can print the line out. Use a strip again because we want to get rid of the /n. Round brackets. And we got to get the next line. If we don't get the next line, it goes in an endless loop. And everybody's so happy when they get the endless loop. Okay, so she print all the lines out again. And yeah, see, for use the while loop. So these messages really help. Alright, so we did 3 different ways. Output's the next thing we have to do. Write to end of file. So basically, we can just copy this here. So I tell you copy paste day. So people in the real world, they spend all day copying and pasting. They go to the internet, get all their code, copy and paste. Write pen lines to a file. Okay, use the same file name, but instead of W, we use the A for append. And we need different messages. So I like these race cars. I like video games. Oh, I get these students, they like sleeping. That's their favorite, sleeping. Some students, they can't make appointments till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They wake up, so they can't, no morning people. And we close it. Now we have to go to read line. So you just pick your favorite one. I think the for loop is the favorite one. You know, it's just a few lines of code. So we go get that one. And we can put it here. So that was fast. Let's change this little message here, append. Okay, gonna run this one now. Oh, look at that. He likes homework, school, race cars, sleeping, other favorite, sleeping. Okay, it's append now. Okay, what next thing we have to do? Write lines to a CSV file. So we can use that same copy paste. Write lines to CSV file. Whoa, where's that? Oh, it's the wrong one. Oh, I have to go get that. We can leave that. We can use that one anyways. So, by the way, we just get the right lines of file. See, these comments are really important. I'm looking for the comment right lines of file. I'm not looking for the code. I'm looking for the comment. Right, there's one. And then I look at the code, make sure it's right. But I'm sure it's right because the comment's right. Yeah, we can use that read lines from file. So we're going to write lines to CSV file. And with CSV file, everyone knows what CSV file. CSV equals comma separated values, comma separated values. So Excel spreadsheet are all CSV files. Okay, in our machine language learning lessons, we use CSV files all the time for our data. So write lines to CSV files. So it's very easy. We just add to this comment. Very, very easy. And we're still going to write. Only thing is we put some commas here. There, see, put commas. So commas separate values or other separate values. I, like, so all separate values. So now we made the CSV file. We can put a little extension CSV, and then you can open up in the Excel spreadsheet. Okay, then it relines from CSV file. I told you just fix this one up. And all we gotta do is change the extension here. And then we're gonna read line by line. So what you have to do is split this words separate by the commas. So Python has all this neat stuff to do. We just use the split, and we can split on the comma. So we go words equals line dot split, and we put a little comma here. Put anything you want, but since the comma separate values, we use comma. And all we gotta do is go through the words. For word in words. Okay, and we just print the word out. Okay, that's it. And we close this one. This will give us a new line every time. So if we used a while loop, we would have to get another line. But since we used a for loop, we can just use a for loop to get all the lines for us. This guy takes a /n out. This guy makes a list of words in the line. And this guy prints all the words out. You can put some comments if you want. Okay, we run that one. Here's all our different words. I like Python. There's the sentence. I like homework. I like school. There. So now we read all the words in the CSV file. Okay. So let's say you put a file in, but you put the wrong name, or the file is corrupted or whatever. You don't want your program to crash. What you want to do, you want your program to report an error, and continue. So most languages have the try catch, and then Python also has try catch. So first we want to open this up. We can just copy this code here. That's probably not a good one to copy. Relines one by one. Yeah, that's a good one. So the comments are really, really helpful. And then we just look for the comment and we can paste our code in. So the indentation is very important in Python. So it's usually 4 spaces or 1 tab. Okay. Right, so, and then we put a little catch here. You don't have the word catch in Python, so it's except. You type IO error. You could just put except, but sometimes it's good to tell you what one you want to end, what you want to catch, and it turns purple, so that means you spelled it right. And then you put a little message here, print. Cannot read file. Okay. So we can run this one. I think we should put a little comment here. This way you know we're actually running this code. And you run this one. Right. So it's printing all our stuff out. So let's make this the wrong file name, and we should get an error message. Error cannot read file. Okay, so that's done now. Okay, yeah, we got lots. 10 more minutes to go. So now we can write objects to file. Write objects to file. So Python's quite versatile. We can make an object right away. We'll make a book object. Below comment, book object. So class book. Hope you remember how to make an object class. Okay, and we need a little initializer. So def init. And our famous self. I always forget the self. The book's going to get a title and an author. Okay. Okay, so self.title. So if you're taking our Skype course, you can do this all you typing yourself. I would tell you to make a book object, make a title author, and you have to type it in. And if you forget, I gotta give little hints. Some people forget everything, so you have to tell them what to type in, but that's not too good. Right, so we initialize it, and we need a little toString. Okay, so in Python they're called strs. I told you strs are very, very important. I always forget the self. Wow. I read on the internet they want to get rid of the selves, but I don't think they can. I have to return the title. A little space here. And a little author in the author. That's all we need is to print out what we got. Okay, so the next step is to make the book class, book object, and see if it works. So B equals book. See, always make capitals for your classes. In this way, you don't get mixed up between class names and variable names. And we can have Wizard of Oz. I like Wizard of Oz. Okay. And then who wrote this guy? L F bomb. L F bomb. Okay. Okay. We give his name then. It's Frank Baum, by the way. Okay, just make him happy. Okay, and then a little single quote. Amazing how I different one time single quotes, one time double quotes. It's good to be consistent, but when you get my age, your brain is so autonomous. It just does stuff automatically without even thinking. So we print this out. Gotta sneeze. Wow, that's a big sneeze. Okay, so let's see if we already got a book object. Wow, what happened here? No arguments. That means it's spelt wrong. See, I told you. We know all these errors one by one. See, if we're doing the Skype course, you could tell me right away. The videos course is no interaction. Now what's wrong? Oh no, I remember, don't forget the selves. And we always forget every class. Even if you tell them forget, they still forget. Okay. Okay, there's our book, The Wizard of Oz. L. Frank Baum. Okay, so now we want to write that to a file. So they get a thing called pickle. What a funny name, Pickle. Anyways, we just accept the funny name. And then make it an F object. F equals open. And we'll call it book.p. The .p is for the pickle. And this is going to be a WB, right? Binary. These objects are always stored as a binary file. And it's going to be pickle. And we're going to say dump. And we give it the book, which is the B object, the book object, and the file object. So object-oriented programming is all objects. They make a big deal out of it. It's not a big deal, but everyone makes a big deal out of it. So basic objects are just data, and just collection of data. And you got these little functions or methods that work on the data. That's all they are. They just make a big deal of it. So the pickle is the guy who's going to write the binary file, put the book, they call it serialize, and they make a binary code out of it, and they store it on the disk, on the file, and then you read it back, and you get your object back. So basically just storing the data on the file. Okay, so the dump is a static method, static because this is using the class name. We haven't made any object, Pickle object, so it's a static, means standalone stuff that just, okay, and then we can read it back. So another F open, F equals open, and our name again, book.p. Yeah, sometimes I like the single quotes, and sometimes I like the double quotes. I know you shouldn't mix and match, but this would be RB, read binary, because the data is in binary. So binary is the hexadecimal digits, whereas text file is the ASCII digits. So when you look at a text file, you can read it, but when you look at a binary file, it's all junky stuff. So they're not printable characters; they're all binary numbers. Some are printable characters and some aren't. That's why it looks all junky. And then we're going to open this file. Oh, we did. And then all we're going to do is read the file. So the B equals the pickle. What a funny name, pickle. I don't know where you got that from. Wow, can you spell it right? Pickle. And it's going to be a load. So you have to make sure that you already have a book object on this file. You just can't read any file. Probably give you an error. So and then we're going, now that we got the book, we're going to close the file. Always close your file. If you don't, you're in big trouble. And then you can print out the B. Well, there's the B. Where's our first B? I guess we better have a B here as well. Oh, we can put a B here. Okay, so now we should have the book object now. And then we can run it and find out. Okay, so run that one. Oh, look there. There's the book object. There's the one that we made. And there's the one we read from the file. Okay, great. Oh, half an hour. Excellent. So there's homework to do. Very interesting homework. Some of the homework was invented by students. So, and then some homework I make up. Sometimes you get homework from other schools. And then, so do the homework. So this last lesson 7. The rest of the lessons you would have to take the Skype course, or go to the self-study course. They're all free again, except for the Skype course. You're going to pay for my time to teach you because it gets more involved after this. We really can't make videos because it gets very, very intense. But 1 to 7, you used to make videos. That's all the Java stuff, Python stuff you need. The rest is using stuff we learned. And then and there's a lot of university stuff there for university students. But for anybody, and you got SQL, and we got all sorts of stuff. We're always adding new stuff to the lessons as we teach people. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the videos. I'm, they're not edited. They're just live. They're not. There's no editing involved here. So that's why we get spelling mistakes and all sorts of things. Okay, so see you later, and then maybe see you in the Skype lessons. And those go really, really well. So successful. So much fun. The people who take the Skype lessons, they have so much fun. It's unbelievable. And then the self-study you can do. And then if you get stuck in a homework question, you just make an appointment. And we can work on your homework on the Skype. So some people like self-study. Some people like videos. Some people like Skype. Anyways, whatever. Okay, so see you later. Okay, bye-bye.